Hello, my name is Jack O'Leary. I'm head of consulting North America for Flywheel, formerly known as Edge by Essential. And I'm here to present to you our viewpoint on retail media and what it means for stores. So first of all, what is retail media, this big, fast, emergent trend in retail? It is retailers looking to monetize the massive amount of consumer spend and attention they get by serving consumers ads. These are often enabled via digital means. Most commonly, they've been occurring on e-commerce platforms, but we're here today to talk a little bit about how they might make their way into stores. But basically, a retailer views their customers as monetizable. They can serve them relevant advertising on the basis of the consumer's loyalty and the data they have on them. And actually, they believe enhance the customer experience and sell more products to the consumer from both e-commerce channels, in-store, and through omni-channel order methods. What is retail media in terms of the business model? Well, retailers then look to their branded supplier partners, those companies selling the products that retailers have in stores, as the key marketers who would want to utilize these platforms. These brands spend some of their large marketing budgets on search, sponsored ads, sponsored products, branded landing pages, in-store opportunities, just really looking to utilize the retailer's reach to consumers and also some of the unique data and customer insights the retailer has about consumers that a lot of other advertising means and methods just simply don't have the level of here. It's a fast-growing and emergent space, and we believe it's going to increasingly come to in-store environments as meaningfully as it is online. So first and foremost, what is the growth rates of retail media generally here? When we look at global digital retail media advertising spend, we believe it's going to grow at an 8.7% CAGR from 2022 to 2027, reaching over $168 billion worldwide by 2027. And even as of the year 2022, we believe that retail media was an estimated 18% of global digital advertising spend already. So taking substantial share away from traditional search or social media digital advertising. When we look at its adoption across retail, we've actually done some benchmarking studies where we look at the top 20 retailers in each of our meaningful channels, and we see how many of them have a meaningful retail media business. And as you'd expect, e-commerce usually gets the highest amount of retail media utilization. 80% of our benchmarked retailers have a retail media platform, but also channels like hyperstores are also at 80%, supermarket players at 80%. We see lesser adoption rates from the likes of cash and carry clubs, discount players, or pharma and health, but it's important to note that usually in any of these channels, the largest players, the ones with the biggest customer network and shopper base, they tend to have a retail media business that they're looking to stand up. So it's something that's growing across channels and across retail, and retailers are looking to bring this business model into their operations. So why retail media? The omni-channel shopper, so that's the shopper that most likely will be served one of these ads, is actually the most valuable shopper to the retailer and then also to their advertising partners. Some data, 87% of shoppers begin their product searches on digital channels. 1 in 3 in-store purchases start online. 71% of shoppers use mobile devices in store. Target has indicated that their omni-channel shoppers spend 4 times as much as digital-only shoppers. Carrefour has indicated that the spend per customer from Carrefour omnichannel shoppers is 27% higher than store-based only shoppers. And so these consumers, the ones that are most likely to see a retail media ad and also the retail media platform will have the most data on, are also the most lucrative consumers to both the retailers and the brands. And so this is an area that they want to meaningfully get into, serving them more advertisements for products. What does in-store media, retail media maybe look like in the future? We expect to see digital media screens standing in stores on their own. We expect to see retail media on self-scan handsets. We expect to see it at the checkout, around a self-checkout counter. We expect to see it in aisle or on the aisle end caps in some cases via screens or other displays. And then finally, some displays will have interactivity also enabled here to try to bring a little bit of consumer experience to the retail media in-store deployment. Some specific examples that were notable that we've seen in the past year: Kroger has extended its digital smart screen rollout to 500 stores across the US. These smart screens sit on the fronts of their coolers and can display retail media to consumers that are walking by. Tesco has adopted smart screens at the entrances of many of their stores, over 500, and they plan to roll out to many more stores over the coming year. And then Walmart has actually redesigned many of their stores over the past years to have various different screens throughout in which they can put retail media onto here and serve ads to consumers in aisle in the store. So what will be the key drivers to growth or potential headwinds to growth for retail media in stores in the future? I think first and foremost, one of the drivers of growth is retailers are seeking new profitable revenue streams, and retail media is that. It has more profitable margin dynamics than typical retailing, so retailers are looking to drive that into their business as they face more and more cost crunches from inflation and cost growth. E-commerce growth is also a driver. E-commerce or omni-channel shoppers are those ones that are probably best served by digital ads. And so with more e-commerce growth, more digital shoppers, advantages the retail media platform and makes it better for advertisers and retailers. Some potential concerns would be first-party data control here. So retailers are going to be navigating the challenges around data privacy laws and data utilization here. Data is one of the key things that powers the success of these platforms. So that's something that retailers will need to watch out for. And then finally, I think the most important one for retail media in stores is the digitization of stores. You have to have more activated shoppers either on their mobile phones or walking by in-store screens and really identifying themselves via things like retailer loyalty programs to effectively serve them retail media in store via screens, their phones, self-scanners, or some other methodology here. So these are the things that we think are going to be the signs of whether retail media in store grows or stagnates into the future here, but it's certainly a trend to watch. Thank you.